Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in 3D in theaters, 2023 release, 2-hour and 30-minute film. This is one of my top 5 upcoming theater releases. I'll put a link up here for that video if you haven't seen that, where I go over the upcoming trailers of my top 5. This is one of them. My son took me to the theaters to see this. He said, "Dad, you got to get out." And we try to go on a regular basis for the new releases so I can get some new and current 3D reviews out there. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Aspect ratio is whatever theater you go to, I guess. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I saw it in IMAX. My son took me. I'm not even sure. All I know, it was a big, beautiful screen, and I enjoyed every minute of it. The sound was probably Dolby Atmos. I don't know what's theater sound, but it sure sounded like Dolby Atmos to me. Currently 8.3 on International Movie Database. This is 82% critics approval score on Rotten Tomatoes, 94% audience approval score on Rotten Tomatoes. Directed by James Gunn, starring Chris Pratt as Star-Lord. Can there be any other Star-Lord? You got David Bautista as Drax. You got Karen Gillan as Nebula. You've got Pam Klementieff as Mantis. You know I'm going to mispronounce these names. That's just what I do. Vin Diesel's voice as Groot. You got Bradley Cooper's voice as Rocket. And you got Chukwudi Iwuji as the High Evolutionary. And then you got Will Poulter as Adam Warlock. And you got Zoe Saldana as Gamora, and Sylvester Stallone does a quick cameo in here. So what do you got here? You have Volume 3. Now, this is just going to wrap up the trilogy from what I understand. There is a little outtake at the end that gives the hint that there will be more, that he'll be back. There's going to be some spoilers here. I can't help it. I want to talk a little bit about the movie. I enjoyed the movie, had a great time. Soundtracks are incredible. 3D is incredible. We're going to talk about that in a minute. As far as, this is not my favorite. I left just a slightly underwhelmed. Why? Well, I didn't see anything new here. Okay, I didn't see anything new. This is my least of the 3 favorite. I like number 2 best. I like number 1 after that. And then I like this one. But it's good. You got to go see it. If you like The Guardians, you got to go see it. It's not a bad movie. It's a great movie. Okay, don't get me wrong there. It's a very, very good movie. The things that I liked about it, I liked all the action. I'm going to talk a little bit mixed the 3D in here as I talk. The 3D was incredible, incredible depths on the 3D. Absolutely wonderful, crisp, sharp, clear. Nothing that would, not want you to see it in 3D. I don't know why people just don't go see these movies in 3D. It's absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. There will be some things. There'll be some negative parallax. There will be some stick outs. There will be some pop outs. There are some things that float around in the theater just a little bit, not much. There'll be some people that'll be backed up and you'll see the back of their heads as if they're standing in the theater just a little bit, kind of coming out. The main thing here in the 3D is the depths. The depths are incredible, absolutely incredible depths. So go see this in 3D, support the 3D. You won't be disappointed. Little bit of spoilers here, main thing is this is a Rocket origin story, how he got started. I mean, what happened? We knew he was a raccoon, right? I mean, he was. So how did he become what he was? This high evolutionary guy that's played by, let's see, what's his name here? Chukwudi Iwuji. I can't pronounce these names, okay? He's after Rocket. He wants to get his brain back because he wants to establish an alternate world. He sends this Adam character to go get Rocket. Things go wrong. Rocket has to be, he's got to be saved. He's got to be saved. And that's what this is about. This is a friendship plot here. How friends do what they got to do, to what limits they got to go to save one another. And the person that needs to be saved here is Rocket. And they go through some incredible things to save him. That's what I like about it. What I didn't like about it was really dark. When I say by dark, I mean I love animals, okay? But when I see these animals, it's dark. Experiments on animals and Rocket's friends and Rocket. You're gonna cry probably. I don't know, but that was very dark to me. And the high evolutionary, he's always yelling and screaming. I mean, this is a very intense. Got to save Rocket movie, and I don't want to say much more than that because I don't want to ruin it for you. So be ready for some darkness and some intensity, okay? There's a lot of not feel good feelings. Of course, you know, everything works out in the end, and it's a wonderful, wonderful movie, and you really should go see it. All right, so what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 a 4 out of 5. Would have gave it a 5, but like I say, it's my least favorite of the 3, and I'm being honest with you, and there was some darkness in there, you know, moral darkness. The screen's bright, don't get me wrong, there's some moral darkness in there when it comes to animals that kind of bothered me, and a lot of yelling and screaming going on. And I'm going to give the 3D a 4.5 out of 5. I would like to see some more pop-outs. I'd like to see more things coming out farther into the theater, but it's still very good. Make sure you go see it in 3D. All right, so what'd you think? What'd you think? Did you see it? Did you see it in 3D? Did you see it in 2D? Leave some comments below and let me know. How does this rank on your 1, 2, and 3? I thought the movie score was great. Excuse me, the music score. I thought the music score was fantastic. You know, it's 94% audience approval score, so I'm probably not on the popular side as being maybe the best one. I really don't know, but that's why you got to leave your comments below so that we can hear it all from everybody. All right, so thank you for watching. I want you to stay tuned. I got a lot more reviews coming up. I want you to stay safe. I want you to have a good night, and as always, God bless.